Hello, hello, hello. It's Joe and Deuce. Now get this. I just went upstairs to the bathroom before. Hey, don't show people your butt. That's disrespectful. I went upstairs and he's sound asleep in the bedroom. And so was Mitzi. They were both sleeping. I took a leak and came down here, sat down, fire up the camera, and within 0.2 seconds, they're both here. Like, how do they know? They gotta be on the camera. Okay, come on. Come on, you two. Oh, God. Seriously? You know, this is Joe's Rush Shop. Okay? This is me. You guys are the stars. I get it. Okay. Well, anyway, happy Thanksgiving to all of you from me, or however it goes, and from the cats. Anyhow, hope you're all having a good day. I'm doing dinner with the girlfriend and her daughter and son-in-law at their house. It's their first Thanksgiving in their own home. So I picked up some pies and some cupcakes and stuff like that. I'll take over. So that's like around 4 o'clock. So anyhow, that means I got some time. And this video may run a little longer than my videos normally run. I figured Nas just did a very long video. In fact, it's more like a movie. Nas, the movie. Well, this will be Joe's Rush Shop, the movie. This is going to be sort of a history of diecast. I started first doing the diecast stuff back in the late 90s. I was at a flea market out in Austintown that used to be really big. I loved it there. And there was a guy that had a Hot Wheels booth, well, diecast too. And I went in there once and I saw the 65 Impala. It had Kragers and it had chrome trimmer on the windows. I'm like, well, who makes that? He goes, oh, that's the Hot Wheels. Somebody customized. And I'm like, customized? I'm like, really? Oh, yeah, they drill out rivets and strip them and repaint them and detail them. I'm like, well, that's cool. I'm being a model guy. I'm thinking, that sounds like something I'd like to do. So I started doing it. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a single one of my customs from back then. So it was about 1998 that I started, and into the early 2000s. Then I put it away until a few years ago. I started getting back into it somewhat, probably around 2012 or 13. Kind of slacked back out, did a lot of slot car bodies for the slot car guys. As many models as I have, I don't have any built for me. And then I started getting back into these in between the models. I was always buying them and putting them away. So we're going to go with a little bit of history here. All these cases is just stuff. Now, some of this I have literally had since 1998. That's how far back some of these go. These are more modern. We got the Anglia, which has been stripped. I haven't drilled the rivets out yet, for the screws, the post out. But this is one of the tilt forward version. This is an older one because the newer versions, the hood's molded shut. I did do one of these in a Ed Roth theme. They had the Roth logo on here. I put a big hood scoop on it. Sold that years ago. That would have been back around 98. I got this old Stutz Bearcat. I think I got 2 of these. This one's already been stripped. I've been meaning to get to it. I got this Dodge pickup that had the cap. The cap you can't strip because it's plastic, so it'll just be painted along with everything else. But got that baby. It's stripped. You can't paint these chassis because they're a harder plastic than the interior pieces are. So the paint will stick just fine to them. So it'll probably get painted, and then that chrome trim will look kind of cool. I got this old tow truck version. It's missing the hook part, but that's another started project. But yeah, I just want to show off some of these. Some of these are newer here in these boxes. Like I got this. Who is this? Is this an M2? Blah blah blah. Yeah, this would be an M2 4-door wagon, which is really cool. But got that. That's been. I bought it for parts, I think. I made some custom for somebody. I got this one. As you can see, I painted one of the wheels black and got rid of the white walls. Just as an experiment. Because these are 4-door wagons. I was going to make it a little bit more of a stripped down car. I got this Hot Wheels Cobra Coupe. I think I stripped the wheels for something. Yeah, kind of an oversized fender opening on these, but I still have this. Whether I'll do anything with half these, I don't know. I got this one. I stripped for wheels. This Hot Wheels. That. Then I got this. This is a 4-door 55 wagon. I kind of got to finish this off at least. I think these are the parts to it here. The M2s are really hard to strip because unlike a Hot Wheel, the windows just don't pop out as one unit. They're individual windows and they're heat swaged in there, and you got to like sort of either break the plastic off or you got to Dremel the metal rivet depending on how they did them. And sometimes they glue them too. This is an actual 55 color. I think it's called Neptune green. Yeah, a buddy of mine had one of these, a real one. He was going to do like a 50s custom out of it. It sat in his garage for decades, and he finally sold it. And the guy that bought it's going to go whole hog on it, you know, with an LS engine and all that, lower down, and you know, modern retro rod style. Where Rick was going to go just a 50 style custom. He was going to stick to this color, but maybe do some scallops or something, and you know, full moon disc wheels, and lower it down a little bit. But he never finished it. It sat in his garage and his shop and just kind of collected dust. So I was going to kind of do this as a tribute to him. You know, maybe do a mild custom and give it to him someday. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see what we got in here. Aha. This, let's see if we can get down here a little bit better. This I've had since 98, 99, 2000, somewhere in there. I think it was Johnny Lightning used to sell these kits for like T-buckets. They'd come with chassis and bodies and interiors, and they were disassembled, and you had to screw them together, if I remember correctly, and something like that. They had engines, and I had a couple of them. Oh, here's a little bicycle from the Hot Wheels. But yeah, there's a lot of cars I stripped back in the day. Some Johnny Lightning, some Racing Champions, but yeah. Yeah, I think this interior goes with the T-bucket. I don't remember. It's been so long. Oh my God. I mean, this stuff goes back a ways. But there's bodies in here. I think I got a couple T-bucket bodies. Okay, there's one with the pickup bed. And here's one with the turtle back bed. But I got engines. Some of these I've already modified or stripped from. Interior parts. Like an exhaust system. And I don't even remember what, you know, cars some of this part came with. Like, there's a combination. Oh, there's an amputee in here. This guy's missing an arm. Reason he's missing an arm is I made the El Camino from Hollywood Nights. And I put a tonneau cover on it, and I warped the tonneau cover where the arm is sticking out. If you remember the movie, where you see the hand sticking out, and you know, New Bomb shoves the hand back in and snaps the tonneau cover shut. Well, I needed an arm, so I cut this guy's arm out so the hand could be hanging out of it. Yeah, I made that quite a few years ago, about 2002 or so. But more engine blocks. Excuse me, roll cage, more interior parts. A lot of hot rod stuff here. And just plus some other, let's get in closer. Like a warning light for like a police car or fire truck. Another one. Yeah, there's, oh. Yeah, here's what I'm going to show you. This, now that 510 convertible I made, that Nas now has, that has a pewter boot. That convertible boot is made out of pewter. There was a guy, I mentioned him before, Dick Nard, that did custom. And I'm not sure who he got this from. I still got to put a feeler out and see if I could find someone. But that's a Continental kit. That's made out of pewter. And I had a couple of these. I used one on a So Fine Hot Wheels, which is basically a Buick. And I had this on the back trunk lid. And I painted it body color. And then I trimmed this ring around the outer edge in chrome. So it looked pretty authentic to the day. But that's some of the pewter stuff I have. Let me see if there's any other pewter parts in here. Oh, yeah, here's the blonde girl from Debbie, I think was her name, from American Graffiti. This came in a little mini diorama. That's why I have these people. Yeah, I have the amputee, then I got Toad with the flashlight in his hand, starting the drag race. Oh, what else do I have in here? Oh, more engine parts. See, I got like a T-bucket exhaust headers with the muffler on it. I got a little T-bucket boot. Chassis. I got all kinds of crapola. Windshields to them. But yeah. I'll let you have a quick vision. But that's kind of what I have in this case. Like I said, this goes back to the late 90s / early 2000s. Can't believe I've had this stuff that long. But I have. Now, this comes from that Popsicle, I think it's called Pop Cycle Hot Wheels. That was extracted out of it. I have another one of these. It's already in a completed project. Then I've got this case. This also dates back various years. Lots of wheels and tires in here. A lot of these are Racing Champions and Johnny Lightning. Some are good, some are crappy. I should really sit down there and get rid of some of these or put them in a bag and just sell them at a swap meet. Don't really care for the Johnny Lightning with the rib on the tire there. Never understood that. But there's all kinds of wheels and tires in here. Now some of these, like see, that one's got an axle already stubbed off. And I got like low profiles and all kinds of stuff. Because I was customizing other brand besides Hot Wheels. I was the Jada 164s. I customized a lot of those. But here's some like wide whites. These can be used with Hot Wheels, even with this thick axle. What you do is you get some brass tubing and you run the axle through the tubing and you glue that into the chassis. Most of the time on a Hot Wheel, though, because this is so thick and the tubing is going to make it thicker, that little area where the axle goes, you got to groove that out so it'll sit down in there. Of course, that depends on the ride height. The lower it goes in the chassis, the higher the car goes. So yeah, you got to experiment and cut and scratch, and you know some Pontiac wheels here with the wide whites. Yeah, I got quite a collection of these. See, I got these spoked wheels here. I don't know how well they're going to focus. But yeah, a lot of stuff. I did a lot of like 50s lead sled type customs. I didn't do all the JDM stuff back then. They were all lead sleds and gassers and stuff like that. So a lot of them had the hot rod style wheels. Now this is a little more modern wheels. This is still not the Hot Wheels stuff. This is, you see the thicker axles. These are M2s and stuff like that. This is the windows from that Pop Cycle. The reason I saved it was you cut it right here, across there, and down there, and what you got left is a cowl hood. Or you reverse it and you can have an open hood scoop, whatever you want. But I saved that for that, and Deuce is going to help, of course. And this is my big chrome engine thing here. for another project I'll show you here in a bit. In fact, I should probably keep this out and keep it with it. But yeah, that's just some assorted wheels. I bought some of those cars you buy, like the M2s. They come with an extra set of wheels and tires that you could interchange. That's why I have some of these the way I do. Like I said, they could be used on Hot Wheels, but you do gotta modify the axles, or you can glue them on and they don't roll. If you so want to do it that way, that's always an option for it. And here's more wheels, aftermarket wheels. These are mostly all the monoblock wheels I buy. These go in a lot of the JDM and the race car type stuff. Some have white lettering, some don't, and yeah, different colors. And you can always paint them too. You know, if you don't like the colors, paint them. And there's a mix of a couple Hot Wheel wheels in there. Alrighty, and then here's more wheels. This is a mix of I got these from the 164. I think it's called 164 Diecast or something like that. They come from overseas. They're actual Hot Wheel wheels. They come, you know, the axles are already on them. So a lot of these are made for a specific car or cars. A lot of times they'll say, you know, for the Silverado, for the such and such, you know, what cars they fit. Though they can fit other cars, and of course if you cut the axle and make your own, you can fit them to, you know, most anything. But I got quite a few of these, you know, different versions. And there may be some wheels from a company called Panda in here. But then there's a few more monoblock wheels there. You could see them. And there may even be some Hot Wheel brand wheels in there. And there are some that I took off other cars. And Deuce is going to help, because that's what he does. Deuce, you don't have to help. Okay. So let's go back. Let's see what else I got here. My God, I got a lot. See, there's only a couple things in here. I don't know why there's only a couple, but there's a 63 Nova stripped. It just needs painted and wheels and tires and stuff on it and detailed out. We got a CUDA that's been stripped. Yeah, see, sometimes when you drill out those chassis, sometimes the drill bit jumps and you oblong it a little bit, but yeah, that's another couple customs. Let's see what else I got. Okay. Let's see what I've got. Oh, okay. This has already been drilled and tapped. I'm probably not leaving it this way. I was just experimenting. These are the pre-made wheels. These either came from Panda or these came from 164. Treads. That's what it's called, Treads. It's either Treads or Treads 164. They're from Asia somewhere. So it takes a while to get them, and the shipping on their wheels are outrageous. So if you're going to get wheels, buy a lot. Because if you buy a couple sets, you're still going to pay $20, $25 for shipping. Because it's from overseas. I think they're in the Philippines now or in Korea. I can't remember. They were in one place and they moved to another. But now there's some other partial experiments in here, and then some aren't even drilled out yet. They're just, you know, got one of my favorites, the square body. Now, if you look at the square bodies, the older editions, the bed is die-cast all the way up to here. You know, it's the Zamac. The newer version, the entire bed and the front wall is part of the base. And in fact, these holes don't line up. If you drill apart the newer edition and drill apart this one, the parts aren't interchangeable. They are different. I noticed that when I went to do a newer one. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't put this chassis in this one and that chassis in this one. And yeah, they molded part of it. They changed it. So they're not the same. And there's a, what's this? This is the little Datsun. Now this is a premium. I stole the wheels off of. But yeah, it's been drilled up. And a couple other things. I got one of these GT40s. I was going to do something with. it's been stripped. And one of these vans in here. But that's gotten nowhere. Let's see what else we got here. We're 20 minutes in already. All right. Here's some more. Now that diecast 510 convertible I made, this is actually the first one. But unfortunately, I cracked the post. I had it repaired once and it broke again. And of course, it shows the seam now. Plus, when I drilled the post out to thread it, I kind of made a notch in the hole in the trunk lid I had to patch up. So this one kind of went by the wayside, like you can see there. And there's another one here. This one, I wasn't too happy how the back edge came out. I mean, I could file that. I could make boots out of sheet plastic. I do have one more pewter boot somewhere here. I'll show you. I thought it was in this box. I don't see it. But there's that. There's this purple panel I painted. Yeah, I gotta tap those holes, and I was going to give it some kind of graphics and a wheel swap. I stripped the chrome off because I think the whole interior was chrome. I didn't like chrome seats. So, yeah, just another one of my mini projects. This was really coming out nice until I forgot the window stayed in when I stripped it, and it ate the plastic. So, unfortunately, I'll have to get another one of these to do anything with it. Got a Vega that's been stripped and drilled. I think I even tapped it. Or at least I drilled it. It hasn't been tapped yet. But yeah, I was going to do something with that one. And then one of these trucks, the 67 C10. In primer, got a, what else we got there? We got the Ranchero. I think this is I think these are all premium ones I have. Yep, this is a premium one that I stripped the wheels and tires out of. I was going to just put stock wheels and tires back in it, you know, standard Hot Wheels wheels, and, you know, screw it back together, and, you know, but I sold it as swap meet for a kid, you know, just paint it up real quick, so be it. But that's as far as that's got. I got another one here that the wheels have been extracted from. Got a, I think these are Racing Champions. Is it? No, it's a Johnny Lightning. It's an old Buick lead sled type car. I've been done nothing with it. I think I stripped it for wheels and tires. Then, at the shop where I work, we had a square body for a while. That was the shop project truck. This is basically, hopefully it focuses, there it is. So what I was going to do, I was going to mask off and match the paint job on the factory one. Ours was silver and black, factory paint job. Yeah, I think it went up and over, and then it came down. It was like silver and black down here, something like that. So I was going to make that. I had to strip this Chevy grill because this had the GMC grill. This came from another of the, not, these ain't M2s, these are green lights. So I had to get another one, take the GMC grill out, and this grill was yellow or something when I got it, so I had to strip it to try to match the grill we had. And I got the bumper here, and it even has the bumper guards like ours had. So I was going to paint it up like the shop truck was going to be. We never finished it. The boss sold it before then. But it was lifted like that. The wheels are almost identical to what we had. So it was pretty close. I just never finished it. But yeah, so there's that big old Silverado that someday maybe I'll get to. Then again, maybe I won't. I only wonder what's going to happen to me after I'm in the ground when I'm 6 feet under, I don't know what's going to happen to all this stuff. And my girlfriend will probably just sell to the first bidder that gives her $100 or something for everything. Let's see what we got in this box. Okay, that hasn't been drilled yet. The old Purple Passion Merc. I remember they just called it Purple Passion too, I think. It doesn't even say. I know they didn't call it a Merc. It was just called Purple Passion. See, but the white wall is kind of wonky. I was going to do something to that, and I never have. Then there's this. I painted it purple. I got to do like the bare metal trim and all that, and get rid of that gaudy interior, paint that a different color, detail it out. But nice little lowrider Merc. Not Merc, but Monty. Let's see what else I got in here. Oh, got another Silverado. The hood's in the back there. Yeah, I was going to do something with that. I think that's a green light. And I got this thing here. Try to get it lower. See, I got the back nice, but when I did the front, I ended up breaking the front end because I cut so much out of it to notch it the way I wanted. Plus, I had to dig the tops of those fenders out. So I may have to do more than eventually reassemble it, because I wanted to have that slammed look. You know, I was going to try to fix that hood. That Auto World made a nice piece here, but that hood never fit right on that back line. And I was trying to fix that, and I never have. Hey! What the hell was that? Goofy cat? And I got this old hardtop version of the Impala. I like the post version better, but I painted it. Still never cleared it or bare metaled it. I got a slightly rare thing here. This old Ferrari that Hot Wheels made. I gotta get these windows cleared up. The window, it was really beat up. It was all chipped up, so I repainted it. And the red came out nice, but I gotta get some of that future type floor wax stuff and dip it in. And that's supposed to clear this glass up. Then I can put some wheels and tires on it and be done. Well, let's see what else I got. Oh, I got one of these. I was kind of combining parts there. I gotta paint it and strip it yet. Ta-da. But that's how many projects I got going at once. I got this thing here, which is a, will it focus? Chaparral 2. Found this at a flea market. It's pretty accurate to the colors of the real thing, but I wanted to detail it out and put some better wheels and tires on it, because it needs detail. Yeah, as you can see, it just flushes out in the light. You know, I want to put some black wash in the lines and stuff and give it a more realistic look. But then this, come on, is basically me trying to make my truck, my 2011 Tacoma, which right there is pretty accurate. Okay, but this is the Matchbox version that was the lifeguard car. Well, the lifeguard equipment goes into the damn body. So I'm going to have to get some sheet plastic and mold it in there and get these ribs back. And, you know, there is no rear window. The bed floor had all that, what you would call it, lifeguard supply stuff. I really wish they would have made it where it was separate. So I got to kind of scratch build a floor. Or now that newer Tacoma's out, you know, the Hot Wheels version, they didn't change them from here up. Okay, the only thing that changed on them was the grills, the slightly on the quarters, and the taillights and headlights. So I might be able to graft the back half of a newer roof onto here. It would be accurate, and then the bed of the new one in there. Or graft this front end, and, you know, there's a couple ways I can go with it, but I like to make a little model of my truck. But to do that, it's going to take a little bit of work. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, this video is going to go for a while. Oh, and I bumped the camera. Yay! Still rolling? Yep, we're at a half hour already. This is a M2 I got from AutoZone. Ford, the F250 or whatever, or 150. Yeah, I stripped it of paint. I was going to do some kind of customizing work to it, and it kind of just came to a standstill, as so many things do. Okay, what do we got here? Alrighty. Now we're going back a little further, because this, let's see what year this is. What does it say? Blah, blah, blah. Well, this goes back away. The old Demon. Hot Wheels. Dodge Demon. Buddy of mine had a real Demon at one point in his life, and when I first got this, I was going to make a copy of his car, and I never have. Yeah, see, this is where you use other people's wheels from different brands. As you can see, that axle is way too long. I had to make some spacers to fill that. But this is the 8 crate with some really low profile, almost dub style wheels. I have another one of these in the works where I filled all this in. There is no hood scoop or separate panels. It's a smooth roof now. So this one, I don't know if I'll ever do anything with, because the other version is further along. And here's a Chevelle. This is, look at the date on this. 1998. Yeah, this is one of the older versions. Okay, see that Anglia? See, this is the newer version. The hood doesn't open. It's molded shut on this version. And then I got this. This is from, what year? Blah, blah, blah. 2000 or 2003, maybe? Yeah, this is the Fleet line. Now, see, this version has a separate visor. The new version, it's molded as part of the roof. So, yeah, I stripped this thing years ago. And never got any further. Put some wheels from a Jada, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, or something like that. But it's never got any further. But yeah, this, and then it's just a regular old Nova. I haven't done nothing with it. But yeah, it's like I said, this stuff goes back quite a ways. And what else do we got here? Oh, here's some customs from in the day. Yeah, they had these, I think it was Racing Champions, had these tacky hot country steel. They were country music themed cars. They also had rock and roll cars like Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that. I was going to get rid of that stupid hot country steel lettering. But this is a 65 Impala, the Hot Wheels. So I kind of like, I had the big and littles on it. Don't know how well that's showing. With the very 90s style wheels. But, yeah, I was going to have something done to it. I have to make the axle tube to hold that a little bit better. But, yeah, like I said, that goes back quite a ways. This is a Racing Champions, I believe. It's a Willys. I did some body work up in here. I don't remember. I think there was some big casting marks in there I was getting rid of. Kind of big. It's slightly bigger than a 1/64th. But it had that big engine in it. And yeah, it did have a separate hood. Let's see if I can get my fingers to work. Yeah, separate hood. I believe it's Racing Champions. But yeah, something like that. I have a bunch of projects in here. These go back so long. Oh my God. Early 2000s. I remember this one. I did this is So Smooth, the Hot Wheel. Now the headlights were molded shut. They were just engraved in there. I opened them. I was going to put some clear lenses and some chrome reflectors behind them. I took the roof off this version. And, yeah. Filed all that down. But, yeah, there's that. And all this grill goes to the Willys. It's in the wrong compartment. And here's the windshield. Now, being Hot Wheels windows were all one piece, I had to cut that out to make that fit in there. But yeah, that's been a while. That's that Duplicolor etching primer. God, I think I did this probably about 2000. Oh, when did this come out? 2001. Yeah, 2001, 2 or 3-ish. I started this. I don't remember. I got it smoothed out. I mean, there were a lot of casting marks that I got rid of. Yeah, this is going to be one of those modern type customs. You know, put some cool wheels on it and have it sitting down on the ground. And this is the old Hot Wheels Fish and Chipped, they call it, which is basically, I believe, a Jaguar or some other British car, kind of like a take on it. I think it's a slightly customized version of one. I love how Hot Wheels back then did a lot of that. You know, you knew what the car was looking at it, but they called it something else to get away from the copyright, and they modified it just enough. Then this is the altered they had, the Bantam body, which I painted as copper metallic and cleared it, and painted the engine up like that. And in here there's a whole bunch of parts. Wow. Yeah, I had it masking tape together. Look at all dried, all rotted masking tape. But there's the chassis. I had it just temporarily together. That's why. Let me see if I could do this. Yeah, something like that. Had the big old Hemi engine sticking out of it. And, of course, Hot Wheels didn't come with these wheels and tires. These came from like a Racing Champions funny car or Top Fuel. I used to buy so many just for wheels and tires. Yeah, and you strip them. And there's the front wheels. I got the spokes, the open spokes. So it's really going to have that. I'm trying to do this through the camera. This ain't easy. Hold on. Well, I think you get the idea. You know, it's going to look something like that. Yeah, get on there, engine. You know, it's going to have that altered wheels up look. And I never finished it in all these years. Like I said, early 2000s I started this. Wow. Here it is, 2024 almost. And there's the, you know, seat with the roll cage and all that good, happy horse pucky. But, yeah, maybe someday I'll actually finish it. I got that Bantam model kit, so maybe I'll do a matching set. You know. And there's an old Willys coupe. I think that's the Hot Wheels version. I don't know. Is it the Hot Wheels version or is it the Racing Champions? Let me see. Yep, this is Johnny Lightning Willys. Or Willis, however you want to pronounce it. Yep. I had that. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 40 minutes already. Holy crap. Okay, show you some other projects I got going here. Old stuff, newer stuff. This is the, I believe the M2. Oh yeah, there's the windows and some of the interior. But yeah. I bought this. This is one of those car haulers with the Ford C600 or C900 chassis. I want to give it a rustic look. Something like this. Come on, get out there. You know, it was going to have a Here we go. A weathered look, and you know, put some cars up on it or whatever. But I've never gotten any further. I was really gung-ho on it for a while. And there's the ramps in there, and it kind of just got put away. This isn't that old. I mean, this is, probably 4 years old, 5 years old. It's been disassembled. I got to, screw it and glue it back together and do some fine details, and it's done. It's just a matter of getting to it. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's go back. Ooh, let's go way back again. This is another. This is a box of parts. Hot Wheels had this motorcycle, which was way over 1/64 scale. I disassembled it years ago. It's die-cast and plastic. This is probably right during the peak of Orange County Choppers TV show. So everything was, but this was a Nesquik version, which I didn't really care for the advertising. But being this is plastic, I'm going to have to sand all that off because stripping will eat the plastic. I'm going to have to try to sand it all down and then primer it, and hopefully none of that shows. And I can reassemble it as... And then there's like some funny car bodies in here and some chassis. I don't even know what else I have in here. More parts. Some of this is in a motorcycle. Some of this is, God, I don't even know. Pretty bad when you have this much junk. Yeah, see, this hasn't even drilled out yet. I got castings in here I forgot about. Yeah, 2010 on this one. Here's the engine to the motorcycle. Yeah, if I can remember how it goes back together. It's like a puzzle now. It's been so long. Oh, there's this thing. Oh my God. I can't believe I have this still. I forgot what they call this. Super smooth or... Oh, wait a minute. Ooze Coupe. That's it. The Ooze Coupe. It's this highly exaggerated, cartoonish looking car. I mean, the paint's still nice. It needs some good polishing. Consider I did this in the early 2000s. But, yeah, I mean, it sits, like, ridiculously low. Put some light on it. Yeah, it's this Ford color, Cayman green. But, yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Just never got any further with it. Let's see what's in the other side. Oh, God, yeah, more customs and custom parts. Oh, God, this video is going to take forever to upload. But now, this is more modern. I bought this, and it just got thrown in there. Fred Flintstone's car. There's one of these Chevys, Hot Wheels. This is the So Fine. See, this got the purple windows. I got a couple lying around over my other cases that had the clear windows. But this is a cool lead sled. This is the Buick I was talking about. Without saying it's a Buick, it's a Buick. Because it's got the portholes. It's got this, this cove, this bent molding. What else do I got here? Oh, I got the old Hot Wheels panel. I've got the Studebaker truck stripped apart. Too many irons in the fire, do I say, huh? Let's see what else we got. That's just wire. Oh, that's nothing. Okay, there's nothing in there. I don't know why I brought that case over. That's model parts. Ah, here we go. Here we go with this. Another one going back. This is another very old one. This is all early 2000s. Let's see what we got. We got the Johnny Lightning 68 Chevelle. The thing I didn't like about all the Johnny Lightnings back then, let's see if we can get this to focus, is the vent windows were never molded open. They always had them silver on cars that had the vent windows. They've since, I know it's not due. See, I popped the wheel out of that one. It's somewhere around here. I don't know what my intention with that one was. Oh, here we go. This is an old Jetta, or Jetta, whatever you want to call it. It's this fancy Lexus convertible. But that was the thing, the Dub City series with the big wheels. This thing's still pretty minty. I can't believe I still have that. Let's kill the light. There we go. 45 minutes already. Holy crap. What else do we have in here? Oh, I got a Volkswagen Bug. That was going to be the Herbie car. I used to have the decals. I doubt I still have one. Here's an old Maverick. This is probably one of the earlier editions. Oh, here we go again. This is one of the old Jetta pickups I used to customize. Still got the chassis and everything in here. Yeah, I just got to do something with that. Is this the chassis to it? Yeah. I believe this is its chassis here. Yeah, I believe so. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have it backwards, dummy? Wait. I can't see crap. Oh, yeah, that's the chassis. There, snapped in. Yeah, I got parts to it here. The windows, everything are down in here. Yeah, these are really cool looking trucks. I did a few of these custom. I made taillights and everything for them back in the day. I wish I still had some of those. Another one, cool custom. I took one of these and got rid of the pillars, got rid of the gutters, rain gutters, and all the side trim. Smoothed it off, painted it candy apple red, lowered it down. That's why I bought another one of these. Oh, I got rid of these bug-eyed headlights and I Frenched them in on that scale. Yeah. Here's another, I think this is Jetta. I can't read it. I think it was a Jetta. The only thing is, it came out beautiful. That's Prowler Purple. Plymouth Prowler Purple. However, it got chipped on the nose. So it's going to have to be stripped or redone. I think this is a Jetta car. 59 Impala. Well, not Impala, but El Camino. So yeah, I got all the parts for that. I got a few others in here. I got some Racing Champions 40 Ford Woody that's been dismantled. Got the old Bonneville, like the first edition Hot Wheels that needs wheels and tires and finished. Oh, yeah, I got all kinds. Got the old Midnight Auto, which is basically like a 32 Ford. And with the red windows, these had no interiors. That's why they had 10 windows on all of them. But may do something with that again someday. I got one I haven't seen in a while. The old, I think it was called the Hooligan. I think I made a windshield for the one I made, and then I painted it up and a little hot rod. And then Too Fast, I think this is called. I think it was called Too Fast or something like that. The dual engine dragster hot rod. Then they had this tuned swept side Dodge pickup. Yeah, there's that. Oh, wait a minute. I got Barney's car too. Barney's car was a little more phallic looking, I would say. But yeah, that's some of those. Make sure that's latched. And then, oh my, what do I have in here? All kinds of stuff. This is what I got in here. Yeah, I got the old Hot Wheels trucks here. I'll eventually put these back together. The only thing I didn't like is that they use like car mags and wheels and tires on instead of using actual dually wheels and tires, which I have some from Greenlight in a separate package, which I can make these look a little more realistic. Of course, I use fictional, cabs, but got a bone shaker. And I got more of the more of these 34, 35. I did get a couple of these as customs at one point, so that's why I have more of them. And I got the mod rod. It's just a whole box of stuff here. Yep, I got these. I got a 63 Nova wagon. The 67, I tried to do a nice two-tone, but it messed up when I added the ghost flames. Yeah, see, it stripped it. So I gotta try that again someday. A little Toyota. Oh, this is a Muscle Machines. A little funky Supra, I guess. A buddy of mine gave me that years ago. I got this. I stripped the wheels and tires off of. I was giving it a weathered work truck look. That kind of came to a screeching halt. Now here's the cab to one of those trucks. Oh my God. Just a bunch of like started, never finished projects here. More of these 35 Fords. Got that. I got the, was that 33? Yep. And this is a cool casting. I gotta do more of these customized. Got more of those. Remember, you have to buy a whole damn 5-pack to get these things at one time. And got the old Vista Cruiser. And little Datsun, I think it's the Datsun. Or was that the Mazda? No, that's the Mazda Repu. Rotary engine powered pickup. Yeah, that's what that is. Got one of these Dodge vans. Don't care for the superhero stuff, so I was probably going to strip it, but I've never been a fan of the green windows. So I may use sheet plastic to replace them because they're pretty much straight. They're not that curved. Oh, I just got, yeah, see, I got more stripped projects and gassers. I got some racing champions in there, or Greenlight, whatever they are. More Hot Wheels. But, oh yeah, hold on. Let's see if I could find the other part of it. Here it is. Remember I was talking about the pewter parts? This is a pewter part. This guy made everything. He made hood scoops and hoods. Well, this is for the 67 Camaro that had the separate hood. You can put a cowl hood on it. Yeah, so there's that. It didn't have hinges. You'd have to glue it on or whatever, but it's kind of a cool look. But, yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if that guy's still around or if anybody has his parts. And then there's this, Super Swoop Coupe. There's another older casting I still have. Yeah, I really got to go through this and sort this out a little bit better. It looks like a holy hell of a mess here. And you got that Jeep. That, like, puller dragster. Sand dragster type Jeep. I got a gasser in here. I got the Mercury Montclair. It's funny how they molded half of it die cast, half of it plastic. I kind of painted up. I was going to do a two-tone job on it, and pretty much as far as I got on it. Yeah. Yeah, I think the main body is focused. There we go. Die-cast, and that middle section and stuff is plastic. Makes two-toning it kind of easy, but... Okay. How long we at? Oh my god, 55 minutes. Oh, and I got the Gru spaceship thing. His car, spaceship, whatever you want to call that thing. I was gonna do some kind of weird custom out of that, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, that's just some of my many die-cast things that I have, and I gotta neaten them up. I mean, this whole box here is in a drawer in my room, but I'm like, yeah, one of these days I'll go through this stuff a little deeper and either sell some of it off or, you know, swap meet it away or finish it. One of them, can I do this in the dark? There we go. Yeah, but there's that truck. Maybe someday I'll finish that, and that'll be a nice display piece for, you know, putting some cars on. And I probably got more in the room there. I wouldn't doubt it. In fact, hold on. Be right back. Oh, yes, but I got more. Why don't we make this one long-ass video here? Okay. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, my God, that case is heavy. A lot of die-cast. In fact, maybe I'll put some in this case. Okay, yeah, I got another 510 wagon. I believe this came from 90's. This is one of the bodies he sent me. So is this 510 that was a premium that... Well, no, it wasn't a premium. Well, maybe he modified chassis. But this is the Brie version. Chassis has been drilled out. I have a yellow and red Batmobile I was going to do some customizing with. I have this Divco truck. I think I got a couple of these. I was going to do some kind of custom work on it. And I got this. It just basically needs wheels. I believe I got this from 90's. And, you know, here's that pop cycle. This is that one you got to extract the bicycle out of it, and then you have a hood scoop out of it. And you got the Mercedes here. I was probably going to just wheel swap that and maybe do something with the interior just to make a mild custom. Yeah, this is the post version. It's got a lot of casting marks in it though, so I got to either sand it or do a weathered version of one. But this is the version I like better with the post. And then there's this tuned Monte Carlo that I repainted. I haven't done nothing else with it yet though. And a Zamac Matchbox GT40, which just needs detail. And this has been drilled out and tapped. I was going to put some better wheels on it, like maybe some orange wheels, and, you know, just weather it up a little bit, make it look race worn. Yeah, in fact, I'll leave these out. And now that I got some room in here, oh, I got this little hot rod. I got to finish out someday. I think this will fit in here. Oh, yeah, it'll fit. Yeah, see, I even got more. I thought I was done. Let's see what we got in this box. Okay. I was talking pewter. This is another thing this guy made. He made, get the camera back over here. This is the 40 Ford convertible from Hot Wheels. He made this up top for it. As you can see, I mean, it needs cleaned up a little bit where it came out of the mold, but this is some of the pewter part he made, because yeah, this is the 40 for it. you have to get rid of that boot. And then that'll sit down there and give it an up-top version. So I was going to try to finish that out someday. But I got to find if this pewter guy is still out there. And still making these parts, or if he has a stockpile, or if anybody else has them. Now this is a, I believe it's a green light. My girlfriend's daughter and son-in-law got this for me for Christmas. It came in a set. It had wheels and tires and a screwdriver and all of that. You can interchange it. I just haven't settled on wheels yet. I got this. I drilled out and repainted this Raptor. Gave it like this burnt orange color. I just haven't finished. I got the tail lights painted, but I even did the headlights. I did the grill. Yeah. This basically needs like tacked together. This is another one of my favorite castings, the tail dragger. It's like a 41 Merc, I think. But yeah, I've customized a few of these before. This got the metal chassis. Well, here's another one. How about fingers? Do your thing. Get out of there. Here's another one. Yeah, got the metal chassis. And of course a Nova wagon. You can't go wrong with these things. Here's another So Fine Buick. This one's, and even it has green windows. Dark green. But yeah, it's definitely a Buick. I don't care what they call it. And you got Muscle Machines, 55 Chevy. You got the Riv, which do they call it a Riv or not? 64 Riv, which I think 64 actually had the headlights exposed right there. So this is kind of like a custom 64. More like a 65 with the headlights hidden, but and here's that So Smooth. This is what it looks like whole. This is what the first edition looked like, blue with these graphics. But yep, there's where I took the headlights out on the other one. But yeah, there's those. Get that back in here. But I want to find more of those pewter parts. Oh my god, those were so awesome. Oh, this is going to be a long video because we are at over an hour now. This is going to take forever to upload. Let's see what we got in here. We got they called them fatbacks. They had those extra wide tires. So I painted it a blue, similar to what Cobra's would have been. And I wanted to find some tires that are big, but not too big, and small, but not too small. So that's kind of where that is at a standstill right now. Once I find the right wheel and tire combo, I'll clear it and detail it and finish it. And of course, here's one of those Bel Airs. I don't really care for the gold-plated version. And what is this thing? The Bugatti. I had some wheels on it. It was tapped out and screwed together. But I was just experimenting with that thing. This is the A-Team custom van that has become other vans since. I wanted to make it just a custom van, but when you take that big push bar out, it actually comes through the grill. Now there's grill notches missing, so I got to make something to fill that. And of course it's got green windows, which I'm not crazy about. But there's this thing. This is different. This is all cool and all, except, let's get some light on the subject. If you notice, you couldn't sit in the damn thing. The back wall, or front wall of this delivery body comes down right on the seat, the halfway point. So what I'm going to have to do, see there's a hole in the seat. I'm going to have to cut this wall out and move it back a little ways. I then remold the seat and then reattach this another way to there. I mean, it's a cool little concept. You know, a nice little street scooter with the like an Art Deco delivery body. But get the light back off there. Why they brought the body down top of the seats beyond me. And here's another Batmobile for a future custom. And this has been drilled but not tapped. This is another one of those Dodge pickups I like. This is that, well, the body's not tuned, but the engine is. is that Corvette, the 63 split window Vette, which I already painted it butternut yellow, a GM color. I think I may get rid of this really weird looking box on top and just do something else with that engine. So it's not that big, but maybe it's half that size. That's another custom I started that I've never finished yet. Yeah, I don't realize I have this much stuff till I go through it. And then there's, this Matchbox Dodge pickup I started. I got it painted, but never went any further. Here's a tail dragger with the plastic chassis. This was some kind of a certain series. It had the green wheels, but I painted it, and it has the green windows. So I painted it metallic green. I haven't cleared it or anything yet. And this is the car that Nas gave me last trip around. This little Nissan. But yeah, that's in there. And one of the Chevettes he gave me that were loose. Or I loosened it. I don't remember now. But there's that. Let's see what else we got here. We're almost done. We are almost done. Thanks for sticking with me. Hey, if you watched it the whole way through, I'm amazed. If you watch it in parts, thank you. Now, this is something I just picked up the other day. This isn't the premium. These are new funky wheels they have. I like this one, and honestly, I was going to just detail the grille and taillights and maybe tone down this all-white interior a bit and put it back together. Because I like the flip-flop purple. It has in certain light, it's sort of blue and purple. But if you look closely, right out of the factory, there's a chip in this one flame, or lightning bolt. I could try touching it up. I mean, I could actually feel it. It's that deep. So, I don't know, because I'd have to get an exact shade of white to blend that. So this one may get stripped and redone. But if I find another one of these that's not screwed up, I may just go ahead and, detail grille and chassis and all that. Get rid of some of this chrome. I don't really care for a whole chrome chassis. But maybe just do some mild customizing, because I do like that flip-flop pink-purple color. So, who knows? But I got this truck. I bought it mainly for the wheels and stuff, even though they're all the same size. I wish they were big and littles. But I think I have something with just the skinny versions of these wheels that I could make. And I got some more 510s down here, wagons and sedans. This one, the window's kind of hazy on. I had it apart. I don't know if I did something, or if you can see, you can't really see through it. That future floor wax stuff or some polish may fix it. But there's a few more sedans and another wagon. And there's a few other customs here. This, okay, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is, what is this thing called? Straight pipes. Okay, this is the one where the engine came up and there was a hole in the roof where the headers attached, because they came up out of the engine and over the roof. Didn't care for that, so I filled that roof in, got rid of the hole, and I took that goofy manifold off the engine. So I have some other parts somewhere in my room over there to make a top of this engine. And yeah, I think these are where those Corvette wheels came from, with the yellow in them. But it was going to be kind of like a extreme rat rod. I have the grill and everything else. It's in a little bin over there somewhere, one of my parts boxes. But that was going to be like a little extreme chopped hot rod, rat rod type deal. And what else do we got in here? We got a Henry J. I was going to customize, and another of the old Chevy trucks, and a tuned S10. I did one of these in white with Ratfink graphics on it, and it looked pretty cool. Sold it to a friend of mine who loves the Ratfink. So I may do something else with it. I had some of those excessively big wheels, which work great in these. And more customs I never finished. We've got this Corvette. It's got the aftermarket wheels. I think those are the Panda from Panda Company, because they have the axles already built. But I painted this yellow. I was going to detail it and clear it, and I just never got to it. So will I ever? I don't know. And there's this little yellow Honda I still haven't done nothing with. This got to be finished. Is that tuned Dodge Ram. Got some graphics on it. Just got like finished the headlights and, come on, focus better, tail lights and stuff like that. Got a bunch of these little Baja bugs. I was going to do something with these, you know, paint them up a little bit different, but I never have yet. Okay, well, hey, I do think that's it. I think I got one more bin, but it's just a bunch of, whatchamacallums, muscle machines. So anyhow, hey, well, geez, 1 hour, 11 minutes. I can't believe I babbled on this long. But that's just a history of some of my diecast stuff. I got a bunch of customs just finished or about to be finished. In fact, let me show you one more thing, and then I'm going to take off. I got a bunch of customs finished for the next Ukraine auction that Nostalgic, is going to have. And this is one of them. Let's get some light on it. Yeah, and it came out pretty cool, see? Got the grill, the graphics, and there's Mitzi, and there's the taillights. There's the trunk lid graphic, the hood graphic. And I went to clear it all, and look what happened in the center of the roof. It lifted. And that's the only place it lifted. It didn't lift anywhere else. It didn't wrinkle anywhere else. So, before I strip this, and I gotta let this dry at least till tomorrow sometime, I might try to sand between. See, it actually lifted right between the letters. And luckily they're under a lot of clear. So I should be able to mask the mow tool off, sand the middle of that, and I might be able to paint a black stripe or put a black stripe decal down there sort of to match that and hide that. And then clear it again. If that doesn't work, then yes, it goes into the strip tank and I gotta start all over. I hope I don't have to start all over, because I hate to have to buy the decals again and reapply them. But yeah, sometimes disasters strike, and I don't know why that clear does that. I've had it happen before where it lifts here and in this corner and a little bit in that corner, and that's it. If the whole thing lifted, I would say, okay, yeah, I missed the deadline between recoating, or I went too soon or too late. I don't know why it does just one area. Maybe there was some kind of contamination in the center of that roof. So I'm going to try to wet sand that out, but like I said, this stuff is going to be won't be dry till at least tomorrow morning. So, oh well, things happen. But yeah, most of the customs are done. They just need a couple need a little polishing or touching up, and you'll get to see them all when Nas gets them. So until then, thanks for watching. So hey, from me and Deuce is back. Yeah, hour 15 minutes almost. So for me and all of us, have a happy Thanksgiving. Don't get too stuffed eating. And I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.